Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new. If you like goth or alternative makeup in general, you really have to watch this video because I'm gonna show you some CBeauty must-haves for goth or just dark looks in general. As someone who spends a lot of time on Xiaohongshu, which is like Chinese Instagram, I have been lost in over some of these products and I have been wanting to try some of these brands for quite a while. So when CbeautyMall messaged me, I was so excited because it was finally my chance to get to try all of these products in real life and see if they were worth the hype. Although this is a haul and I haven't used them yet, I have been peeking through the boxes and I have to tell you they look even better in real life than they do in the photos, so I really hope they perform just as well. They basically offered me a $500 discount code, which I couldn't believe at first because it was like a dream come true. I got to pick so many things, and especially because I picked all these things during Black Friday, everything or a lot of things I wanted were 50% off, which meant I could get a lot of things. So let's get started and I will show you the makeup products and I will also talk a little bit about the store where I got them. The first thing I want to show you is this Cheeryep palette, and excuse me if I mispronounce the names of the brands because I have never heard them pronounced now that I think about it. Anyway, I was super excited about this palette. I believe it is called Fleeting Live and it was a collaboration with an influencer that I actually follow. I will post her socials here. It's really amazing and all her content is really vampy looking, so I strongly recommend watching her videos. Anyway, let's open this. As you can see, the packaging itself is super impressive. Like, look at this material. The only problem about it is that you can see all my fingerprints here already. Now let's take a look at the shades here. I'm not sure how well you can see the colors because of all the light here, but I will make sure to show you better afterwards and do some swatches because I really cannot wait to try this one. This eyeshadow palette is literally a dream come true because it has all my go-to shades and some more. I don't usually wear shimmers that much, only a tiny bit sometimes, but this shade here is making me reconsider all my life choices because it's probably the most stunning eyeshadow I've seen in my entire life. This is the product listed on CbeautyMall store, and as you can see, the palette looks just as good as on the product photos. And right now I believe they have 20% discount sale for Christmas. So I'm pretty sure this item was included in the sale and a lot of the things I picked too. I also have a discount code for you guys, which is Vesmedinia, basically my username. So make sure to use that one as well because you can combine both. Also, I remember when I was purchasing things from their store, even before I entered my discount code or anything, I would see lots of discounts piling up on their own without me doing anything. So even though the prices may seem a little bit high, once you start adding things to your cart, everything becomes cheaper automatically. I don't know why. I got this palette as part of a makeup set, so make sure to check if they have sets available because then you'll get a lot of products for free. This was the set in question. You can see most of the other products I got them for free because it was almost the same price as the palette, at least at the time I bought it. Next brand I want to show you is Haggard. I wasn't so familiar with this one. I think I've only seen it once before, but I saw this palette and I really wanted to try it because the aesthetic is just perfect. Tell me this isn't gorgeous. Now let's see the palette itself. It comes with this protective paper with the shade names in Chinese, and then you can also see the shade names in English written on the palette itself. These are again some of my go-to colors, and although I don't use blues so much, I have seen the product photos and I feel the combination looks incredible, so I cannot wait to try out these for a look. And by the way, I just realized that it's been a very long time since my last makeup tutorial, so if there's any palette or product from here that you want me to do a makeup look with, I cannot promise it's gonna be soon, but I really want to do a new makeup tutorial, so let me know which ones you would like me to use for that look. The next brand I want to show you is something that keeps popping up on my feed all the time, and it is called Girlcult. If you are in the makeup world, you probably know this scent by now. All their products just look so beautiful. They really cater to the old goth dark aesthetic. By the way, quick disclaimer, before I accepted this collaboration, I read a little bit about the recent changes in Chinese law regarding makeup, and it is no longer required in China to test beauty products and animals, which means all the products that I picked today are cruelty-free and some of them are vegan. Anyway, these are the first glosses that I want to show you from Girlcult. One of these is one of those products I have been wanting to try since forever, which is a black lip gloss. But since they don't have the shade numbers, only the shade names here, I cannot tell which is which, so we're gonna have to guess. The packaging, as you can see, is just as amazing as the products, which makes me not want to throw it away. This is what the gloss looks like, and here is the other one. The packaging is so elegant and beautiful. This is the back. I believe this is a black one, but I'm not completely sure. Okay, yeah, I think I was right. Let's see. Wow, so beautiful. And here is the other one, which I believe was red. I try to use as little product as possible to show the transparent state of the glosses, because if you use more, it can build up and create a more opaque lipstick look. But I'm really a big fan of the translucent version because I prefer to use this to layer on top of other lipsticks to create a multi-dimensional color. I noticed that before spreading it, it was more like a very rich deep brown, but once I made it a little bit lighter, it keeps that kind of grayish dark quality, which makes it look a bit more black. I'm also noticing that it smells like roses. I'm a huge fan of the scent, but I'm not sure if it's this or both. The consistency feels like a gloss, but it's not sticky at all. It feels really nice, and I cannot wait to try this on my lips. I think those glosses are a 10 out of 10 for me, but let's move on to their regular lipsticks. These are also from Girlcult, and this is the listing on CbeautyMall. I love how all the packaging is very consistent, but there are slight variations. I can't remember which is which, so let's just open all of them and let's try them all together. This one is super cute on the inside. It's like a lip. Here are the three colors up close. I believe this one is like a burgundy color. So let's see. Let's try to see the consistency. All these colors are very buildable, which means you can use less and create more of an ombre effect, or use more and get that rich look like what I'm wearing right now. These are the softest lipsticks I've ever tried. If they perform as well on my lips as they are doing on my hand, I'm not going back to any other brand ever again, because this is just incredible. And I'm a huge fan of how you can blend them and create that look, because it's more what I would like to on a daily basis. Can you see how beautiful they are when you use them as pigmented lip colors, but also how incredibly soft they look when you blend them? The shade names are M60, M42 and M61, and I believe they will become transfer proof once they are dry, so let's give them some time. By the way, the middle one, M42, is the perfect blood red, so I think it's gonna be perfect with a black gloss on top, which is my signature look, and I get questions about it all the time, so I will try both together, see how they perform, and maybe give you the best recommendation ever. I got so many products from Girlcult. I also got these two blushes. I will try to show you somewhere on screen so that you can see the shade names. This is their famous black blush. It actually looks more like a very deep burgundy color in real life. So pretty. So let's try this. This is the color shade, and let's see. It's a very natural sheer color, but also very buildable. If you use more product, you will get a more intense look. It is a little bit difficult to show on camera, so I hope you can see the color properly. It feels really nice. I think it's going to be very flattering because it literally feels like you're not wearing anything, opposed to other cream blushes that feel a lot more heavy and more like you're wearing lipstick on your face. I also got this jelly blush from them. The box is green, which I didn't expect because I didn't check, but inside is this beautiful kind of red and burgundy color. The packaging for this one is also very beautiful, and this is the color, but I cannot get it to show up on this light for some reason. I believe this one is not super pigmented and doesn't show similar to what it looks like, so I will try it later. But what I can tell you is that it smells like gummies and I really want to eat it. Now this is the last product from Girlcult. I don't know why it came in 2 different boxes. This is a foundation, so I'm crossing my fingers that it will be my skin tone or at least kind of similar so I can use it. For this one they only had 2 shades, so there wasn't much to choose from. This was the lightest and I'm not really sure how it's gonna look like on me. You're gonna be surprised as I was, because it's a perfect match for my skin tone. I've never had this happen with a foundation before, unless I bought it in person of course, and this was super surprising. I love the texture, I love how it feels on my skin. I still haven't used it on my face, but it says it's good for oily skin, so I'm hoping it doesn't make me break out, because so far I'm in love with it. By the way, I found out online that the extra box is a refill for the foundation, so just in case, I'm not gonna open it because we already know what it is and I don't want to open 2 at the same time. I hope you're still watching and you're not getting bored, because I still have a lot of products to show you. As I told you, I got all discount codes together and I still didn't use the mystery box one because I got so many things that I already felt bad for abusing their kindness. There's an extra discount code that you can use for a mystery box. Don't forget to do that if you place an order over $129, because then you will get a bunch of full-size products for free with your order. The next product is this one. Is another lipstick from a brand called Dramo, Project Moon, and the shade is 03. I seem to remember it was red as well, so let's compare with the other one. The packaging once more looks super beautiful, but let's try the lipstick, which is what really matters. The previous red was more blue toned and this one is more of a neutral true red. It doesn't look as obvious before you blend it, but once you blend it you can see that this one turns out more of a rich orangey reddish color, whereas the other one turns out a little bit more pinkish in comparison. And although I really like both colors, I'm a sucker for blue toned reds, so I believe this one will be my go-to. Regarding the texture, it feels kind of similar, but I would really have to judge on my lips to be able to tell you which one feels more moisturizing and if they stay on as long as I intend them to, and if they are transfer proof. By the way, if you're wondering why the swatches are so small, it's because I still have a ton of lipsticks to show you and I don't want to run out of hand. But right now I'm gonna show you something completely different, which is this Narimi Eyeshadow Palette. This is how it looks like on the web, and here is the actual palette, which is a work of art in itself. This palette belongs to their Back to the 90s collection. I got 2 from that collection and it's my first time trying this brand. It is just stunning. I've seen that this brand has come out with a lot of goth alt, super pigmented and super colorful palettes, so I got 2 of them, but this is definitely my favorite, especially these shades here, but also the purple, something I really want to try. And this one, which I already tried before, and let me tell you, this one is so smooth, so nice. It is extremely shiny. It feels like nothing I've tried before. It is super pigmented. As you can see, I really took a little bit because I don't want to get everything full of makeup right now. I think it's gonna be hard to tell because of the light right now, so I will do proper swatches afterwards, but the feeling and consistency of this eyeshadow is like nothing I've tried before. I am obsessed and I cannot wait to use this one. So maybe if I do a new makeup tutorial, I will go for this palette because it really feels so smooth and so blendable. This was definitely my favorite item in the haul, and I already tried some of the shades a little bit without making marks on them. They feel like butter, they're super pigmented and super blendable. So maybe for my next makeup tutorial I will use that one because I really want to see how it performs on my eyes. But let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to try. Back to eyeshadow palettes, I got this one from Narimi, which is this on their website. It is also from the Back to the 90s collection and the artwork is just stunning. So let's see on the inside. These are more neutral shades. Most of this collection is extremely colorful. This was the more normal palette, but I believe these two are something I always use, so I really wanted to get it because of that. This palette was also one of my favorites in terms of artwork, and that's another reason why I chose it. And not only the art is gorgeous for these palettes, also the consistency and the performance is amazing from what I've seen so far. I cannot wait to have more time to do some swatches on shorts or on my Instagram or TikTok account, because from what I've seen so far, my only regret is not getting more palettes from this collection, especially some with colors that I don't usually use, because I am completely in love. Now back to lipsticks. I got 3 from a brand called Biya. I had never heard about this one, but they had a very beautiful color range and they were also 50% off at the time I got them, so I got them for super cheap and I really cannot wait to try them. As I already told you, make sure to use all the discount codes available and all the promotions that you can see on their store, because most of the time you can combine them, and then make sure to use my discount code, which is Vesmedinia, for an extra discount at the end. This is what the lipsticks look like. They're super pretty. I got 3 different shades because, as I told you, they were on sale and I wanted to get as many as possible. And this is what they look like here. The consistency of these lipsticks is completely different from the Girlcult and Dramo ones. So I would really need to try them on my lips to see how they perform. After a while, they become completely matte and they're also transfer proof. Another brand I've heard about quite a lot on social media is Anthemy. They have released quite a few palettes. Some of them are extremely expensive because they have a lot of multi-chrome colors, which I don't use that much. So instead, I decided to go for this all matte palette, which has some of my go-to shades for everyday looks. So here it is. It looks really beautiful. As you can see, all of these are matte shades, so the price for this one was a lot lower and I also got it 50% off. This is the only one I haven't tried yet, not on my hands and not on my face, but I'm really looking forward to it because I've heard a lot of good reviews about this brand and hopefully I like it and I can get more colors in the future. Now I'm gonna show you something completely different and we are moving on to a more dull rococo aesthetic. I still have so many things to show you that I had to take a short lunch break because I was starving, but the next bunch of products is from a brand called Cheerflor and I got this makeup set, so I got a lot of things for very little money. If the offer is still available on the web, I will link it here. So I got a blush, an eyeshadow palette, this lipstick which is super cute, and this brush. Okay, let's start with the brush. Feels super fluffy. It's not something I would have gotten myself because seeing all the beautiful products, I was not thinking about brushes, but it feels extremely soft, and because I got a blush with my order with this beauty set, I think it's going to be very useful. This is a blush included on the set and this is the eyeshadow palette. As you can see, this brand has a completely different aesthetic. It's more on the cute, soft side, so definitely not as goth or as dramatic as everything I've shown you before. But still, I think it would be great for everyday or more casual looks, or to combine with other more intense colors. This is the lipstick included in the set. By the way, I washed my hands before, and although the first colors, the ones that were more matte when I applied them, disappeared a little bit, The ones from Biya didn't disappear at all and look just the same. They became matte after a while though, so maybe they are more like the matte permanent lipsticks that we're used to, or that I'm used to. But the other ones, I like them more when I applied them, but they didn't do so well when I washed my hands. Now, this has the same consistency as the first ones from Girlcult that I applied. Let's see if it's just as blendable. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but yeah, it's super blendable as well. It's a very nice color, more on the brown, orangey kind of range, but not orange enough to make me not want to use them because I'm not a big fan of orange. This is just a little bit more warm brown, and I think it's going to be very, very flattering. Now for these two, unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm going to give you swatches because they are just so beautiful that I feel bad using them. So for now, I'm going to keep them as such, but I will definitely try them in a while on my TikTok or Instagram accounts. Now continuing with the cute vibe, we have this lipstick from Hold Life, which is this one. The brand has like a bunny on the outside and it's what caught my eye. This looks super, super cutesy. Definitely not my usual aesthetic, but I can definitely appreciate some cute packaging. The shade range was really, really beautiful because I got such a huge gift card for $500. I got to try some things that are a little bit far from my comfort zone that I would not necessarily use myself. But I really want to start using slightly different things because I'm a little bit tired of always using dark red, black and purple lipsticks. This is the lipstick and this is the only one I've tried before. It was super smooth and I gotta tell you, I tried it on my hand. I washed my hands several times and it still wouldn't go. So I believe the quality is really, really good. This is the color. As you can see, it's not a color I usually go for, but I think it's nice to have something different because I've been feeling a little bit stuck always using the same colors and I want to try new things. Again, super smooth and easy to blend. I really like the color that it creates once you make it a little bit softer. I think it's a really nice pink color and the texture is probably the best of all the ones I've tried today. I'm literally obsessed, and although I think it's a pity that this brand did not offer any darker shades, I really, really like the texture and how it feels, so I think I'm gonna be using this one quite a lot from now on. And if you thought I was done with the cute things, I am not. I have two more super aesthetic lipsticks here, so let's open them. These ones are from a brand called Colorrose. I have never heard about them and for some reason they look similar to this one. This one was Cheerflor. This is what the lipstick looks like on their web. They have a wide range of colors and I got one in matte and one in shiny, which is a lipstick but feels more like gloss. This is the packaging. And let's open them. These are actual lipstick and not liquid lipsticks, which is something I'm not super used to. These are the only lipsticks that I haven't tried yet, but I promise that as soon as I do, I will make a video and I will post it somewhere so you can see them. I hope you can see the texture on the lipsticks. It's something I don't want to use either, but I will have to at some point because the colors looked really, really flattering on the photos. And this is a comparison of the Cheerflor and Colorrose lipsticks. This is the last bunch of products. They don't have a particular theme or aesthetic, but I have heard really good reviews about all of them. Now let's move on to another brand. It's called Judydoll. I got the highlighter and contouring powder. This highlighter was part of the eyeshadow set that I told you about at the beginning of the video, but I was actually looking for a new highlighter anyway, so I would have probably gotten it no matter what. This is what it looks like, and here is the contouring powder, which was available in a couple of shades, but I thought this one was going to be the best for my complexion, and I really hope it looks good because it's that kind of grayish brown that usually looks very good when you're kind of pale. From what I'm seeing right now, I really like the shades, so I have a lot of hopes for them. Here's the highlighter. I had a lot of hopes about this one, but unfortunately I didn't check that the colors are not only different colors but also changed the glittery aspect of it, and I'm not such a huge fan of glitter highlighter, so I should have picked a different shade because the other ones are not like this. I only have 3 products left. This is another lipstick from a brand called Qianyan that you can see here. I didn't know this one before, but again, I want to try new things and new colors, so let's see what it looks like in real life. This one is like a very natural pink shade, which again, not my usual colors, but I think it should look good for more natural looks. Let me see. Again, it has a similar texture to the one I tried before, so I'm super excited to try these for real. And it's the shade 807. I'm almost done with this haul. Now we have a moisturizing lip gloss from a brand called Czel. Not sure how to pronounce this, but it looks like this. And I believe it was a lip oil from what I can remember from the time I ordered. So let's see. It actually looks a lot more pigmented, so maybe I got it mixed up with another product. The color is super pretty though, and I think it's gonna look great if I combine it with something else underneath. So this is a moisture lip gloss from Czel in the color 311. Let's continue because it's already getting dark. This is another palette that I got. It's like sweater themed, so some of the shades have like a sweater texture, and it's all neutral shades, which are more of an everyday kind of thing for me. But because many colorful palettes often lack transition shades and, you know, more boring shades like these ones, I believe this will help me complete some looks from palettes that only have colorful things and no transition colors or anything to help me blend them together. Last but not least, we have another contouring product, but this one is liquid from a brand called Little Ondine. Again, I have never heard about this brand, but I was surprised to see that they offered a lot of contouring products that were very suitable for light skin colors. It's quite difficult to find them where I live, so I got 2 of them. It looks like an eyeliner almost. The feeling is super soft and it's quite cute, so let's hope that the color is right for me. They have quite a few different shades, but yeah, I think this one is going to be a good match for my skin tone. Again, a very grayish kind of brown, which usually goes great for pale skin. Otherwise, if it's very warm, it tends to look like orange on your skin and it doesn't look nice. So this is a contouring from Little Ondine in the shade 02. This was everything for today's video. Thank you so much to CbeautyMall for giving me a $500 discount card so I could buy all of these things to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you like the products that I picked. Don't forget to use my discount code, which is Vesmedinia, to get a discount when you buy from them. And also make sure to check all their promotions, like the 20% discount for Christmas and the free mystery gift box if you buy things over $129. Overall, I'm super happy with everything I got. I still didn't get to try some of the products, but everything looks so beautiful and aesthetic that I don't know if I want to use them or I just want to keep them as decor. One thing that I want to mention before I finish the video is that I live in Europe and I did not have to pay any taxes after I got my package. This is usually a huge problem for those of us in the European Union, but this time everything went super smooth. I was quite surprised. And also shipping was from the moment I placed my order to the moment I received. And there was a problem because one of the items was not in stock and they messaged me asking if I wanted to substitute it for something else, which I did in the end. So with that in mind, from the moment I placed my order until the moment I got my things, it was less than 2 weeks, which means it would be about 10 days if everything is in stock. Anyway, I thought it was super nice of them to message me instead of just sending the items that were in stock. So if you've been wanting to try CBeauty for a long time and you were scared of ordering things, this is probably the best place to get your order. My experience with CbeautyMall was very positive, because not only because I got the things for free of course, but because their customer service was very helpful. Anyway, don't forget to use my discount code, which is Vesmedinia, if you decide to get anything from them. I will leave the links to all the products down in the description below. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, the products that I picked. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we will see each other in my next video. Bye!